Hey, good morning, guys. It's Donald and Mary, and we're here to bring you your morning weather, water, and trail chatter report. And so this morning, Mary's going to start with the water and weather. After, we're going to talk about the on October 1st, which was yesterday. There was closures that happened in the government, and that is now going to affect what you see in the national parks, yada yada yada. But we're going to discuss that a little bit also. And so, Mary, why don't you go ahead and start with the water and weather, and then after we'll move on to some news.
All right, thank you, Donald.
You're welcome.
Good morning, everybody. Right now in Blairsville, it is 62 degrees and fair. We're looking at a high of 74 today. It's going to be sunny to partly cloudy with 5 to 10 mile per hour winds. And then tonight it's going to be 49 for a low, mostly clear, light and variable winds overnight. On Blood Mountain today, 65 degrees and sunny. So if you're climbing Blood today, you're going to have a good view. 5 to 15 mile per hour winds with gusts up to 25 miles per hour. And then 49 degrees tonight, mostly clear. And again, 5 to 15 mile per hour winds and 25 mile per hour gusts. Make sure when you're setting up your camp, you're checking for those loose limbs and branches. We should be doing that all the time, not just when there's gusts going on, but they cause a greater chance of things falling down, around, and on you. Water's good for the most part on the trail. Top off at Hawk Mountain Shelter, Slaughter Creek, Neil Gap to Hog Pen is dry, and Hog Pen does have water. For the most part, the rest of the trail is good with water all the way up to Fontana, except Wesser Shelter, that was dry. Had reports from some riders a little bit ago. Let's remember to watch for snakes. It's still warm enough for them to be out in the sunshine. There is the nest of copperheads that are up on Cow Rock. That's 5 miles north of Neil Gap. They're in those boulders there, so stay off the boulders. And rattlesnakes like to hang out up there too. So let's always just be cautious wherever we are. Pardon me. Great Smoky Mountain National Park bear closures. Twin Creeks and Chestnut Branch Trails. Campsites 18, 57, and 82. All shelters are open, and the bear warnings are campsite 71. Let's always remember to leave no trace, properly dispose, and store our food items and other odor-causing items so that everyone is safe. Let's leave it a better place than when we came into it. Donald, I'm going to turn it over to you now. Talk about some other stuff.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, perfect, guys. So as I was saying, let's start like this. It is 6:13 a.m. and it's 10/2/2025. So October 2nd, 2025, guys. All right, so let's start like this. October 1st. I am not one of those people that pick sides for politics. I don't care. I'm just over here, man, doing my thing and working, and it sucks that we're stuck in between all the things that are going on, but it's also affecting the national parks and the state parks. So, right now with the government shutdown, the trail maintainers. I'm talking about Georgia here too, man, because this is what I know. You know what I mean, man. I can't speak for other states, but I'm pretty sure it works the same way, man. So trail maintainers are insured by the government. When the trail maintainers, like the GATC, goes to the trail to do work, they control 5 feet from middle of trail to each side. They can control that, and they can do what they want there without permission. But anything past that, within 200 feet, I believe it is, from the 5 feet of the center of trail, after that 5 feet from center trail, the 200 feet beyond that, if the GATC or any type of trail maintainer group wants to go in and do work, like move stuff around, even if it's a rock or build a fire ring or a campsite, they have to go and get permission from the government, the USFS. They have to sit down with them, talk to them about it, talk about how it's going to affect the ecosystem, and then they can go ahead and either they give them permission to do it or they don't. And so, what's happening right now, man, is what we're probably going to see. I had a GATC maintainer text me yesterday along with a bunch of other people, but it was a group text, but she had said that the national parks, what we're going to see down here is probably, there's not going to be any maintaining going on. The garbage is probably going to pile up. There's going to be a lot of things going on out here that are not going to get taken care of. And so while this shutdown happens, we're going to probably have to step up, guys, as a community, or communities as a whole community, and take care of the issue ourselves, which means we got to clean up after ourselves, follow Leave No Trace to the T, man, or we're going to see trash everywhere. And so let's do our best to take care of what's going on out here. I want to say this is not a political rant. This is just what's happening and what we're seeing, and what we're hearing, and people saying to us that are involved with what's going on right now. And so they cannot come out here. The GATC volunteers can't come out here and work on the trail because they're not insured right now, and so they don't have permission to come out here. And so it's not going to get taken care of. The trail's not going to get maintained right now unless we take care of it. And I don't mean come out here with shovels and rakes and come-alongs and chains and stuff to move stuff, man. What I'm saying is let's keep things clean. If we see stuff that needs to be picked up in the parking areas or along the trail, let's just pick it up, man. So, you might see one and say, oh, it's only one, and pass by it. But that one will turn into two, which turns into four, which turns into, to 6, to 8, to 10. And next thing you know, you get a bunch of garbage on the trail and everything's getting trashed. So, anyways.
All these trails are ours and everybody's, and we enjoy them in the good times. So like you're saying, let's step up in the not so good time, and don't just enjoy them when everything's great. Let's take care and be part of a positive action, so that we can keep these trails beautiful and enjoyable for ourselves and everybody.
Yep. And so what she is saying, I totally agree with, man. Let's focus on keeping the trail there so everyone else can come out and enjoy it, man. You know what I mean, man? Because I think there's a lot of focus on things that don't really keep this trail running, man. What keeps this trail running, man, is keeping it healthy, safe, and passable. And that's, we got to pick up where they can't. You know what I mean? It's not like they don't want to come out here. It's that they can't come out here. And the GATC. And so I actually, my knowledge is from a GATC member. Rick Dix was a good friend of ours, and so I went out with him and made multiple videos and learned a bunch of stuff about how the GATC works down here, and what they can do and what they can't do. So the information I just gave you about the 5 feet and yada yada yada, that's actually from the GATC. He was one of the top members there. He was the overseer of the trail. He's also our next door neighbor and just a really good friend of ours, man. He's in France now. We gave him a ride to the airport there earlier this year, man. Yeah, they sold their house and stuff, man, and went to France. So they're older, and so they're like kind of retired and just wanted to see other stuff, man.
That's right.
But that's where I learned that information from. So that's not just like spouted out stuff, man, or ear hustled crap, man. That's straight from the horse's mouth. All right, next, man. Let's move on from that, guys. Let's follow Leave No Trace. Let's step up and beyond our spot or our place, man. And actually, let's do more this time, man, because we need to. If we want to keep the trails and the forest clean, man, and safe and passable, and when the people can come back up, they can take over from there, man.
Right.
But let's do what we can, and while we can, during this time of need, man. All right, so next.
That's right. There's a lot of us, so if we all do
That's
one
right,
little itty bitty part,
There's tons of us, dude.
then it's going to make a huge difference.
That's right, man. That is right, dude. All right, and so I wanted to read this article. The other day I posted it, and now there's more articles on it, man. There wasn't many, and a lot of these articles, I don't pay for a lot of these places, man. So all this stuff will pop up, and you just can't read the article, or they want money, or they want you to put in your email address and stuff, and I don't do that stuff, man. So unless I buy the product, man, I'm not putting my email anywhere or my phone number, because they'll just sell it, and you get thrashed with junk calls and emails. So we just don't do that stuff. We're very careful on where we put our name. But I'm able to read this article today because it's one that doesn't do that. All right, and so the other day I posted an article, and this dude, man, this Chinese dude, fell from a mountain in China, man, after untying his rope, and he had no ice pick, and so I want to read the article. And so, disturbing video captures hiker falling to death from China mountain after trying to take pictures. All right, so a hiker tragically plunged to his death while climbing a mountain in Sichuan, China, while trying to take a selfie. The incident was caught on horrifying video. The full identity of the man who fell to his death on September 25th is yet to be revealed, but Chinese authorities have referred to the victim as Mr. Hong, a 31-year-old man. According to the local reports, the man was participating in a hiking group at Mount Nama in the Sichuan province of China, located in the southwestern region of the country. While climbing to the snowy mountain, the man untied his safety rope to take a photo of himself on the white horizon. Instead, he tripped over his crampons, metal spikes attached to his hiking boots for walking on ice, and fell. Witnesses said he was not using an ice axe and could not regain control after he fell 650 feet, 200 meters down the mountain while his fellow hikers watched in horror. According to the Daily Goat, after falling hundreds of feet, he then fell onto a rocky terrain about 5,300 meters above sea level. Emergency services rushed to the mountain to transport Hong to the hospital, but he was pronounced dead at the scene. His body was then transported to a nearby Ganga mountain town. An investigation on the incident is now underway. According to officials from Kangdang Municipal Education and Sports Bureau, the group did not have the necessary climbing permits, nor did they report their plans to anyone. A local official said that even though Hong simply tripped over his crampons, his decision to untie his rope broke safety protocols. If the crampons had not been removed and the rope had not been undone, this might not have happened, the officials say. A video circulating on social media shows the moment Hong tripped and fatally fell. Sichuan Mountaineering Association staff clarified that Hong was not a professional guide, as commenters on social media claimed. In fact, the man's cousin said it was his first attempt to hike a mountain. Hong's death comes months after a tourist in Sri Lanka died after leaning out of a train to take a selfie. Olga Permanov. Hold on one second, guys.
That might have been the one that fell.
Yeah, so Olga Permanova, a 50-year-old Russian traveler, struck a rock, sustained devastating head injuries after she stuck her head out the window for a selfie. She later died in a hospital. She died after falling off the train and attempting to take a selfie while hanging from the train footboard between Badula and Haliila railway stations. Local authorities said the woman knocked against a rock, fell off the train, and sustained severe injuries.
Oh, how horrible.
Man, this is stuff that just does not need to happen, man.
That's right.
All right, and so that is so sad. It's heartbreaking, man. I watched the video, dude, and they could not do anything. This dude unclipped, and then he just started to slide down this icy face on the side of a mountain, man, and people couldn't do anything. He's just sliding down, man, and snow's flying, ice, snow. Couldn't stop himself, man. And he really had no rights being up there, man. You know what I mean, dude? He didn't belong up there. He should have had a guide with him to tell him that was not the right thing to do. He should have had the right equipment, man. Mm-hmm. I mean, this didn't need to happen.
So sad. It
is, man. It's extremely sad. All right, guys, let's move on to the next. So we got a rescue in Hawaii. In Kailua, Honolulu, firefighters rescued a 25-year-old male hiker Wednesday after paramedics said he slipped and injured his ankle. Firefighters received the 911 call just after 11 a.m. Firefighters arrived at the Olomana Ridge Trail minutes later and began hiking. A rescue helicopter also inserted a rescuer to the hiker's location, who performed a medical assessment and provided basic life support. The helicopter then flew the hiker to the landing zone, where EMS took over care around 12:15 p.m. EMS determined that the man had slid 10 to 15 feet while hiking and had injured his ankle. Paramedics treated the hiker and took him to the hospital in stable condition, according to the EMS. HFD said the firefighters escorted the two hikers who were with the man down the trailhead on foot. All right, we have a bear encounter in Idaho, Fremont County. A hiker was injured in a bear attack near Squirrel Creek in the Fremont County on Tuesday afternoon, 9:30, 2025. The hiker, an adult male, was traveling alone on the south rim of Squirrel Creek when the bear charged at him through the thick timber from a short distance away. The bear bit the man as it ran past him and continued on into the forest. Despite his injuries, the man was able to hike out on his own to seek medical attention. Fish and Game posted signs in the area advising visitors of bear activity. The bear's behavior was likely defensive and caused by the surprise close encounter. Due to the nature of the encounter, no further management actions are planned at this time. And so I want to say that the bear are out right now and they're scavenging and they're picking up nuts and whatever they can to fatten up for winter. Now down here they go semi-dormant. In other places they actually den up and hide away. Now that's probably what happened. They rolled up on him while they were, searching for food. But be very aware, guys. Okay, man, because definitely.
They're out there munching acorns.
That's right, and they're out here too, man. They're out here too.
That's right, digging up the logs and stuff.
Getting fat, man.
That's right.
All right, and so next, let's move on to the government shutdown and the GS and what to expect in the gsmnp. And so I had a friend call me last night, my buddy Jason Turney up there in Hot Springs, wondering what was going on. He's got some riders going up to Newfound there, and he wasn't sure if they're going to close the roads off. So Mary already had some stuff written up, so we gave him some information that we have, but we're going to go ahead and give this information because the Newfound Gap Road isn't going to close, but there are places up there that are going to be closed off to visitors. So let's start like this. What to expect for the government shutdown in the gsmnp. Due to the government shutdown, Great Smoky Mountain National Park facilities will close. Roads and trails will likely stay open, but services like restrooms and trash pickup will stop. Most park employees will be furloughed, but some law enforcement and emergency crews will remain. The park may close areas if safety or health issues arise from lack of services. The park's buildings will close and access to popular sites might be restricted. Roads and trails will remain open, but services such as trash pickup and restroom cleaning will cease. Many visitor services, including restrooms and visitor centers, will be closed. So Cades Cove Loop Road, Cades Cove Picnic Area, Cades Cove Visitor Center, the Sugarlands Visitor Center. Most other roads, trails, campgrounds, picnic areas, and restrooms are open. The Okana Lefty Visitor Center is open. Trash collection will continue during the shutdown. Some services and staffing will be limited. This can mean longer response time from rangers and first responders in an emergency. Be aware of that, guys, man, because if you get out there and there's no one to help you, man, you're going to be screwed. So do your best to know that you're going out there and you're going to be alone, man. Think of it that way. It should be thought that way anyways, but...
Always be ready to self-rescue if you can.
That's right, dude. All right, so Kentucky, we got a rescue, guys. Louisville, Kentucky, 2 people were hospitalized after falling 45 feet while hiking in eastern Kentucky. Powell County SARS was called to a courthouse rock trail around 3 p.m. Tuesday. First responders used GPS coordinates and live cell phone video to find the exact location of the hikers. Both victims were carried out on stretchers and airlifted to the hospital in serious condition. Officials say the victims suffered traumatic injuries, rescued to several hours for special equipment was needed. Wow.
So if they're okay.
Yeah,
So,
man,
let's
that's a
hope everyone's
bummer,
always
dude.
okay.
Bummer, man.
Sure is.
All right, guys. So today we've got shuttles going on, man. We've got phone calls coming in. We've got people scheduling. We've got emails coming in for next year's northbounders, aspiring through hikers are calling and wanting to come. We got a guy that's wanting to. Did you see the dude in the email?
I did.
He's coming back to hike half the trail, but he got off at Dix Creek, so he's coming back to start at Dix Creek, man, and head north as far as he can.
There you go.
So I think he's going to Harper's Ferry because he said halfway. So I don't know. Then we had some dude that did you read the email with the girlfriend that got arrested? Man, the guy needed a ride from Murphy to
LJ.
LJ, car was an impound, didn't have a way to get it. Blah, 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 blah. I don't know what happened, man, but definitely that was in the email this morning at 3 a.m. They haven't texted back or give us a heads up on a ride if they still need a ride, but
Right.
that,
Well, if they do, we'll see what we can do.
yeah, that sucks though.
It
man.
does.
All right, and so today we're gonna be around. Well, I will be around scheduling stuff, man, and then Mary's gonna be driving on the road, man, and I'm working on some other stuff. Sly pulled in last night at like 1 a.m. He's out there. I'm gonna go and wake him up in a little bit. He's driving all night, so driving all night.
That's right.
And so Sly's here today, man. Super exciting. He's heading up to the gathering after, and then we'll hang out for a while and eat some good food, chill back, and trade stories, and have a good time, man.
That's right. It's always good to see Sly.
It is, man.
He's been with us since the beginning of our adventure.
Dude, right, bro. Literally since the beginning, like walking north and
That's
shit,
right.
dude. Type of dude. That's how we met him at Ron Haven's place up there. It's called the Hilltop Inn now, but it used to be the Budget.
That's
in,
right.
in Franklin, man. And so Sly was working there at the time. Anyways, all right. Did you have anything else, man?
No,
wanted to
I'm
say?
good. Thank
Sweet.
you.
All right, guys. If anyone has anything at all or needs anything, give us a jingle, man. We're here for you. One love, guys. Peace. Thank you.